It is all weird. Because, what was I thinking?
Well, it's like, we'll talk afterwards, we'll do that. I'll save the fucking gold. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, it's like a white middle-aged man. I'm on the outskirts.
Of what? Just opportunities?
Of what would be an opportunity. Like the people, for instance, the Raw, as a white middle-aged male,
yeah.
I'm not what they're looking for.
No, but even then, like, who cares? Like, that's like first 3 year stuff. Like, at this point, I don't know why you haven't gone further. Because, like, you've got all the ability. Like, easy, like, if you had to, say, Hamilton alone, top 3, it's easy you and Sandra at the top. And it's like, why wouldn't you try to do the thing Sandra's doing?
I know. It's like, some parts of me goes, can't be bothered with it.
Yeah, that's
some
what
parts
I think.
Is like, fuck, I've actually quit. I talked about quitting it.
Yeah.
I was like to Matt Coon.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm thinking about quitting. He went, no, you're not. And I went, no, I'm thinking about it. He goes, no, you're not quitting. You said you're not doing it. I went, it's bullshit though. I've had enough of it. It's the culture and it was the politics of it. And I was like,
the politics are silly business.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what the internet makes freeing. It's like, sweet, there's no longer gatekeepers.
Oh God, no!
Like what Wesley has done. Why aren't we all doing that?
Exactly. It's like CJ getting vilified for his comment recently when he put up that big, about.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, what? He's talking the truth. It happened to me.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't mention it. A top comedian approached me, and I'm like, I said, can you contact? He wants to get in touch with you. Oh, cool. And it was for a gig in Hamilton. And when he wanted me to run the door, and I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, because that's what because then they went to Navarra Lounge. I presume this is what I presume they asked you, and then they went to Navarra Lounge, and they're like, sweet, we need someone to run the door, and then they're like, sweet, here's Shay.
And I basically said, thank you, but no, thank you. You know, I mean. No offense, but I thought, I'm sure I'm good enough to open for you.
Literally.
Rather than take... I used to be a bouncer for 5 years. I think I don't want to be got back doing that,
Because even then, like, if they were to ask someone like, like Shay or me, it'd be like, oh, yeah, prime time. Like, you're the perfect person to do that. But you're too far deep. Like, that's...
I was like, no. And I was just like, it felt a bit of an... So I was like, on CJ's side, I held off for a while because I thought, I don't overshadowing CJ, but I wanted to support him because I've known CJ since he started because we people forget me and Tom started it all. Well, it's not. It started like the White Cat and Bay of Plenty because there wasn't any.
Yeah.
Tom was running it, and I was like his offsider, and basically with him we used to travel. Jesus, we're in the car 3 times a week, traveling all over the place.
Sick.
And it's Bay of Plenty where we, like CJ jumped on board, and Danny and Ryan were probably those 3 were the first sort of. And Jimmy Pete, they were all the ones who came on board, and then obviously that's grown and grown. The Bay of Plenty and the White Cat sort of died off. Me and Mike were running it, and then we weren't running it, and then it's sort of like I think Mike and Cat are running it a bit, but yeah. So we were all over the place, Pukekohe to Papamoa to Rotorua to all over the place.
Because did you ever notice the Bitter and Twisted fellas?
Yeah.
The Central North Island. Did you see what they were getting up to?
No.
Oh, so they're just a bunch of hairies that started doing stand-up in the Central North Island, and obviously that's not very much of a
So when you say Central North, because it's the demographic, it's like Waikato's so wide, all over the place. So where are they based?
Oh, they're based, that's why I say Central North Island. It's everywhere.
Oh, okay.
2 of them from Napier, 2 of them from Martin, 2 of them from Fielding.
That's what I'm saying. Napier, Central, it's like a long way from us, isn't it?
Yeah, no, so I mean Taupo and below.
Yeah. We're going down that way. Okay, all right.
Yeah, and like Wanganui and Palmerston, and so they just were like the ringleader, Matt McNellis. He just.
So I don't even know him.
Well, no, because
they've not crossed over. I mean,
even then, he's
like
only been doing
Manish and people like that have crossed over certain boundaries, and we've met with them, but not met those guys.
Well, no, this guy, they've only most of them have only just started.
Okay.
And so they were just like, fuck it, let's do a tour.
Well. Yeah,
and they did.
A tour. Me and CJ asked me to tour with him, and I'm like, I'm working. And Tom had asked me, and I just haven't done it.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I nearly went fuck. Because when we first started in Navarra Lounge, we were Hamilton, and we created that. Not you, Ivan. It was us. We created that.
I heard about
we created that. Like that was like I wanted to call it something else. He would have the Navarra Lounge Comedy Club, and I went. it should be the Comedy Cave because it's underground.
Yeah.
So it just made sense to me, but he wouldn't have it. Anyway,
Yeah.
we let it go.
I heard about that.
We let it go. And so we started that, and we all went around the table and basically asked, what do you want to get out of comedy? What are you after? And people were like, oh, I'd like to get to work to do my hours. Sure. I'd like to regularly go on the classic and all that. And came to me, and I just said, I want to have fun. I said, I know I'm not going to make $1 million from it.
Yeah.
So if I stop having fun, what's the point?
Yeah.
And at one point, I stopped having fun. So I went, this felt like it's becoming a chore. I'm forcing myself to go on stage. And I thought, no.
That was so sick about the Bitter and Twisted guys, is they would not stop reminding me, hey, no pressure, just have fun. It's like, that's mental.
And that's all I want. I just want to have fun. That's why I suppose I've molded into doing lots of crowd work now. And that MC crowd work, and that's what I seem to be quite good at. But I enjoy it because I just have a laugh with people.
Because even then, you are the best example of like, it could be the worst room ever, but we know for a fact your big booming voice is gonna fix the problem.
I try my best. It's like I remember there was one time in TA and we were doing Readout Pub, and pubs are awkward because if you don't have a separate room, you're just in the pub.
Yeah.
You've got other people there and they're sat down having the dinner and it's like, oh, fuck's sake, what's comedy? What's that happening over there? I'm trying to have dinner with my friends.
That is the worst.
And it's like I likened it to the guy at the traffic lights who just runs up and wants to wash your window. It's really like, hey, want to do comedy? And they're like, I'm having my dinner. So it's like, so anyway, so I was like, I think I was last on and Wesley was emceeing. First time he'd ever emceed, and he didn't grab a hold of the crowd because he was new. He was very new. He was very new. When I want to have a go, fair enough, have a go.
Yeah.
It's your town. And so I came on at the end, and the first opening line was, right, everyone shut up, Daddy's here now. And it just went quiet, and then I just started.
Yeah.
It was just taking the piss.
Yeah, even just the way you just don't even let them talk because you're just like the loudest thing in the room.
Without a microphone.
Literally, let alone. And so that was, frankly, one of the main things I learned from
When was the first time I met you then? Where were you?
I would have been at Last Laugh.
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah. Because,
Yeah, true. That was a strange place.
it was fun, though.
Yeah, but I felt it was, I personally, and I might be wrong.
You knew too much.
I thought it was, I
oblivious.
thought it was soulless. And all I kept getting from Tom at the time was, oh, it's costing me money, it's this, it's this, it's this, it's this. And then you go, okay, go on and be funny. And you're going, Jesus, it's just dragged it all the way down. Now you want me to go up and try and make people laugh?
Yeah, it's like, what are we trying to put lipstick on a pig here?
I know. So because I was like a little bit taken aback there as well, because I'd known Tom and I'd travelled with Tom. And I said, oh, I'd like to do my 30 minutes. And he went, oh, I need to see what you can do. You need some videos. I thought, you travelled with you for 2 years.
Literally. Have you not been paying attention?
You know what I can do. So I went up there one time and they were shorter comedians and I did 30 minutes, just did it.
Yeah.
You know, which...
What time were they shorter comedians though?
Yeah, there was quite a few. Listen, if you've travelled around doing these gigs, you know you'll turn up sometime. People will go, oh, I'm sick. Oh, I can't be bothered. Oh, my grand's come round or something. You know, because that's what, if it's an open mic and they're not getting paid.
Because that last Wesley one was that, yeah.
Yeah, so like... Sometimes you'll get called upon. The ones like yourself and me, others who can do a bit more, go, can you just carry on a bit? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I still ain't that
no.
Yet, but
what about your crowd? I mean, like, I don't see you talk to the crowd very often.
No, I've emceed a couple times, and then I've tried crowd work. I'm terrible at it. I'm not good, and it's not something I want to practice. But I'm not practicing it in a normal set. Like if I were to go up and be like do a set or like a open mic or whatever, I'm practicing the jokes I've written or whatever.
So when you say you're terrible, is it funny terrible or terrible no funny?
No, it's terrible no funny.
Okay, sometimes terrible can be hilarious.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? I've seen terrible. Most of the comedians are laughing their heads off because they're going, oh my God, this is brilliant. You know, because it was going wrong.
No, exactly. It's terrible incompetent. That's what.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Did it put you off?
No, it didn't. It was just a realization of like, oh fuck, this is something I need to actually practice. It's not something you can just do.
Well, so I worked in the prison service for 16 years. So I was used to talking in front of people. I was a manager for 10 years. Yeah. So I used to have to take meetings and all sorts of stuff in front of prisoners. And, you know, I worked as a doorman for 5 years as a bouncer. So I'm used to taking situations in charge and all that. So
are these all in England?
The
bouncer
UK.
And the prison guard?
I was prison over here for 3 years and I was prison over in the UK for 13 years, so 16 altogether. doing a bouncer at the same time when my twins were young. They're 29 now. So I needed the money. So I used to go work in the prison, go work at the nightclub, go to bed at 3 o'clock, get up at 6, go to work.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Needs must at the time.
Yeah,
I was a younger man then.
What year were you working at the prison?
1994 I started.
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell. I'm just trying to think if the prisoner I just talked to last was there then.
1994 in England, and then 2007 to 2010 over here.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
And then I left, moved on to some other things. But no, so I was used to talking in front of people. So when I had to go MC, I wasn't, there was no fear of like, oh, what's going to happen when I talk to them guys? I break that wall. I
just feel like I'm pestering them.
But
as an MC, though,
I think they want to be. Because like, most people sing comedy. I always ask, who's never been to comedy before? And you might find a couple, but the majority of people have seen comedy. So they understand that there might be interaction, you know, especially, as you know, when people start filling up the crowd from the back because they don't want to sit at the front. And I always tell them, if nobody's in the front row, the second row's the front row. But don't worry about it. We can see everybody. We're not playing Spark Arena where we can't see people at the back, you know. But no, I think, I would say a lot of the people come in and actually go, oh, I want to have a chat with them, I want to have a bit of fun.
Because that's what, the first time I MC'd at Navarra Lounge, that's what I didn't realise. And CJ the next day was like, you clearly didn't know this, I'll let you know. You don't, because I was like trying to shut them down, because I was like, okay, I know for a fact these people talking is not good for everybody else.
Yeah.
How do I shut that down? But CJ's like, no. As the MC, you're the person they're allowed to talk to. And it's like, oh, I got you. That makes way more sense.
Yep. And what I got told, and I took this, I do check this, is as an MC, you don't have to be telling jokes. Your job isn't to try and be really funny.
Yeah.
Your job is setting a scene, setting the comedians up.
Yes.
So like, I try and talk to a good few people so the comedian can come and go, oh, you're Steve, you were the guy who works in the bank, weren't you? Or whatever it might be. And they've got a lead into something because they might have a joke that connects or whatever it might be. So I got told your job isn't to go up and tell a load of jokes. It's go up and just basically talk. Yeah. And interact and set the scene. So like, sometimes I'll come off and go, oh, I don't know how that went. And they go, that was bloody brilliant. It's really good. You know, I go, oh, okay. But most of the time, I suppose with the crowd, you get a feel if it's going to be good.
Yeah, because the only thing I could say I did well the first time emceeing is I made the acts look good because I was eating so much shit.
There you go. You did your job. Well, no, the other thing is, it's I think, I'm not saying everyone, good comedians can write good jokes, okay? Yeah. Then you've got to perform the good joke. Yeah. I always think a good comedian, this is no offense to you in the MC, no. A good comedian should be just make something funny. Yep. You know? Just go up and make something funny. If you can just go and make something funny out of nothing, to me, I feel I like the challenge of that. Yep. And I feel like that's a good, I mean, I've got jokes, but I actually quite like going up there and just going, right, what can we do? And sometimes it's carnage. I mean, you weren't there on Saturday?
No.
Wes's. And I look back sometimes and I think my mother would be horrified with some of the things that I said to people.
Because what's cool, I was just thinking, how do you, as an MC, what are your techniques you use to like warm up the crowd? Because that's obviously something you have to do as well.
So I want to talk to. I was, the normal one is, what's your name? What do you do? Yeah. Okay. But I've seen comedians going, what do you name? What do you do? And they've gone down the line. I think it's not an introduction at a meeting. You've got to make something funny from it. Yeah. You know.
I saw Kat doing a really good job of that the other day. She was like doing the basic, what's your name? What do you do? And she hit a couple duds. And she was quick to be like, okay, I'm not even going to try with you next one.
If you get a dud, just move on, you know, but then sometimes have things in the background. Like I have things for teachers that I will use. Yes. You know, because I've got, I've seen especially if it's like a kindergarten teacher. I love that one because that comes along, you know.
Exactly. Every time I've seen you hit a kindergarten teacher, it's the same shit every time. And it's like, because it works.
It does work. So you use that. So I have that as a banker and go, I can use that. Yeah. But obviously then just try and, especially obscure jobs. Like on a Thursday, there was not obscure, but there was a guy, he was a lawyer, she was a psychologist. Yes, I said, you cheap ass bastards pay, like come into this and like pay $5 just to watch this.
Literally.
Anyway, Saturday, there was a couple came in late and he was like, held the sea out for her. And he said, you got 2 pairs of sunglasses on, mate. He goes, oh yeah, I'm carrying her. So he's such a gentleman. I said, I bet he says please and thank you before and after anal sex, They'd only just sat down. And I looked over and Wesley's like this. I'm like, sorry, Wesley.
Setting the expectations.
I can't help myself, So, but I've never had anybody come up to me after the gig and gone, "You fucking arsehole, why did you say that to me?"
Yeah.
Never had it.
No. Everyone knows it's.
I try and go up and I go, "Hey, Flynn, thanks for joining in. I appreciate that." I always try and, if I do that and I've really gone at somebody, and I've got lots of laughs and stuff, I'll make a point of trying to catch up with them and thank them for joining in. And they've always said, "I love it, thanks. I really enjoyed that." So that's good.
No,
you've got to take risks.
Exactly, and now that just makes me want to try MC more.
Take a risk. Got to take a risk. Got to dip your toe in the water. If you don't try, you don't know. It's like, you can't say you drive a car until you try driving a car.
Yeah.
And then you learn how it is. But the MC, you can't practice it.
Yeah.
You can't write it.
No.
You can only do it
in
the moment. And every night's different, which I like.
And that's almost the thing of like, because that's daunting. Like, it can be daunting. And it, frankly, is a bit when you haven't done it before and experience and whatnot. And so would that not be the same way you should go into like running a show or running your own show? Because as you said, you could bust out 45 minutes with a bit of effort, but you can bust out a decent half an hour.
I think I could do an hour. I could do an hour with the jokes and MC and all the other bits in between. And if I was going to do it, I'd sit myself down and do some writing because I can be lazy.
Yeah.
I can be lazy writing jokes. I admit that. And, there's some of the comedians and I credit them and I commend them when I see and I go, "God, you got new jokes again. God, you got new CJ."
Yeah.
So much. He'll try new things. He'll try different things, And I go, "Oh, that's cool." And then you see other people go, and their set start to finish.
Yes.
And as an MC, it's good sometimes because I go, "Oh, they're just getting." I'll get up because I think they're getting to the last joke now.
Yeah.
So I'll sort of know. I know where they're going to fit. I'll get myself ready to go and take over because I know they're finished now. So I had an idea that I floated with someone. I said, what we should do is when we've got certain people who are on last and we know all the jokes.
Yeah.
I said we should give one joke out to each comedian and then try and by the time he comes on, we've all done his set.
It's not a terrible idea.
I know, just a bit of fun.
No,
and also see how it is. He's going, "This sounds familiar."
Yeah. Because when I think about you, at least, it's like, because you do pop up pretty randomly, and then it's also like you have the ability. Why aren't you doing more? It is kind of that thing of like, oh, is he like comfortable here? Does he not want to go harder?
A couple of people have asked me like, "When are you going to do this? When are you going to do your hair? When are you going to do a show?" And I'm like, ugh. And I like, it's effort. There is effort, And I suppose the other thing is that's the trepidation of me. What if I try and do a show and then nobody comes?
Yeah.
That's the other thing. You go, because it's a lot of effort for sitting in front of 3 people.
Yeah.
And we've all done, if you're a comedian, you've done more than 36 gigs or so, you've done gigs where there's 2 or 3 people and it happens. And you've still got to go up and go, do your best, But I think that's the thing. It's like other people have said they'll help out with marketing and this and that, the other. So I suppose I just need to get off my ass and do it. Yeah. Otherwise, I am going to be that middle-aged. I won't be the middle-aged man. I'll be the old man. I'll be the old man, and I won't be fit to get on stage.
You don't want to catch up to Mike.
Oh, Mike, actually, I'm 5 years older than Mike.
Couldn't tell.
I am. I'm 5 years older than Mike. So when Mike goes up, I look at him and go, I felt a bit rough. I look and think, I'm doing okay.
Oh my God.
That's bad. It's bad, but it's true.
No, these are objective things we're talking about.
It's true. There's no lie in it. Sorry, Mike. It's not really sorry, Mike. Love you, mate. Love you. Before and after crack pictures, me and Mike. Anyway.
Oh my God.
But no, I've got to do it. Like you say,
no.
It's like Raw. I've done it once. And I know you're allowed to do it twice.
Well, even then, it's like.
But I don't think anybody's counting. I don't think anybody's checking it.
No, I don't think they are either. But also, like, that's just another thing of like putting in the extra effort. It's like I thought if you were to be trying harder, you would be in Auckland more. You'd be in Tauranga more. You're in Tauranga a lot.
And I need to go up to Auckland more. I get lazy.
Literally closer than Tauranga.
I know, and I know.
It is more intimidating to go to than.
And
Tauranga.
I've done it. I've been up a few times. I've done the Red Bar. I've done the Classic, and I've had good feedback from both.
Yeah.
So I do need to go up and just do. I mean, is it Saturday nights?
Saturday nights is Red Bar, yeah.
Yeah, and
the
Saturday
classic.
nights are class. So it's always good you can do a double. Because if you travel all the way up, you can do the Red Bar and then you can go on and do the classic. So
Yeah.
I will.
I mean, a lot of times I've gone up on like a Wednesday, done the set, and just evaporated straight away.
It's where at?
So I've been like, no, not classic. Classic's always in a bit of an event, but like just a shitty bar show during the week, like Ding Dong Lounge or something. I'll literally be in Auckland for 20 minutes, then drive home.
I'm going to commit now that I, along with somebody else, 'cause it's always good if you have a travel buddy.
Yeah.
Go up in Auckland. I either come along with you or you come along with me, whatever.
Yeah.
Even Mike. And go and do some more gigs. I need to, because I'm a profile. People know me.
Yeah.
But I haven't got a profile up there proper. Not one where they go, oh, we should put Paul on. Not that.
No, exactly that. Because even yesterday, I just went up to do some more podcasts with people, and I did like 3 yesterday in Auckland, involved like driving to QMU, back into the city, and then to Albany, and then coming home.
Yeah.
Holy shit, some of those cunts can talk.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I need to have a go.
Yeah.
But like, it's
even going to Taranaki to go to that Asgard bar.
yeah, and there's is it Manish, New Plymouth?
Yeah, Manish is in New Plymouth. Because even then, like, every man and his dog knows Callum. Because when you first meet him,
is a good lad.
You think he's a local, no matter where you live.
That biggest compliment, I think you might have mentioned, you mentioned it, was when he said he felt intimidated following me after I'd done my bit. I was like, oh, that felt good. That felt like validation. Because Callum's a good comedian.
Exactly.
He's a great comedian.
It always is.
And it was like, oh my God, I think I'm doing all right then.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everyone has self-doubt. Because you get the feedback from the audience. Yeah. And then you get comedians. We don't give a lot of feedback. No. If somebody asks, we'll give it. We won't be forthcoming a lot.
You don't expect someone to watch your set though, especially someone that you know has already seen it.
Oh yeah, and people you gig with dozens and dozens of times, you know.
Yeah.
No, but like when that happened, it was like, and he actually came and told me himself the night after when we did the other gig.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, cool, that was a good moment, you know. Yeah. It was a good moment in my comedy career, if you want to call it. Yeah. That validation, that was nice.
Like, it's always been the most. I'm fucked up this sentence already, but it's like it's always nothing is better than when someone you respect watches your shit and then is like either gives you feedback or just says it was good. It's like you don't.
I was like, that'll do me. I'm done. No, check out. No, I'm not done.
Literally.
So, what's the furthest you've travelled for a gig?
Wellington.
Okay.
Actually, no, Gold Coast.
Oh, I've not done Gold Coast. Stratford was my one.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Stratford. Oh, yeah, what show did you do in Stratford?
That's 6.5 hours. So it's not far off Wellington.
Stratford.
It's Taranaki, but like...
That's not 6.5. That's 3 hours away.
It's not!
It literally is. I drove back from there the
other
day.
No way. Bullshit.
Stratford.
Google it now.
Stratford is 3 hours away.
No, it's not.
New Plymouth is 3 hours away.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It was Stratford, not 3 hours away. Are you sure? We went the long way around then.
How many roadworks did you get stuck in?
Are you sure? It's past Arapuni pub.
It's 4.
All right, okay. 4. Swedish rounding, 4 hours. Yeah. Anyway, so that was fun because I stayed overnight in the ute, in the back of the ute. I've never done that before.
Yeah,
and it was good to do some gigs in towns where nobody knows you. You know, because like you do Cambridge and Hamilton, and I know people will come up and go, "Oh, yeah, you'll recognise people." You know, that was, you know, like there was like 100 people in a pub.
Yeah.
And that was with Wesley, and 200 people in the rugby club.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's when you jumped on the Wesley shows?
Yeah, 200.
Because I thought you had done those.
Do a few gigs with Wesley, which is weird dynamic because he's like the young Bogan and this old guy. But it sort of works, you know.
I was going to say, your jokes work in pubs, mean it.
Yeah, and I know, you know, it works pretty well, that dynamic.
Like
but
Alan was explaining to me that, if you're in a rough pub, do rough jokes. They like them.
Yeah, or go hard at them.
Yeah.
And go and really just fucking rip into people.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I tend to do.
Yes.
But no, it was good that Wesley gave me that opportunity. But like, it's people. So I think the bigger the crowd, the easier it is. Personally, because if say 25% of the people in the crowd are laughing at something you're saying, a joke, okay?
Yeah.
If there's 8 people in the pub, it's not going to, you know, it doesn't get a ripple going. If there's like 50 people at that 200 who are laughing, that ripples across, and other people feel comfortable to be able to laugh at it. They go, oh, I'll laugh at that then. That's okay. And I think that's one thing that with the MC, going back to the MC, is making people feel comfortable. Say, laugh out loud, have a good time, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, because that is what
reserved.
You're warming people up to. You're kind of just making them not nervous about.
Have a laugh at it. It might, if it's offensive, doesn't care. It's only a joke. Or not trying to be nasty to people.
Because that's like what the light level of the audience obviously just like amplifies. It's when it's dark.
Yeah.
You're hidden. No one's because obviously you feel like, oh, people are looking at me, blah, blah, in the audience. But so it's like when the lights are on, it's like, ah, fuck, it's just that amplified.
So what's your worst gig you've done?
Worst
and
gig?
Why was it bad?
Well, the worst bomb I've ever had in my entire fucking life. Like, full classic.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, it was the semi-finals for the last Raw.
Oh my God.
The fullest
if you're going to do it then.
Yeah, the fullest classic I've ever seen in my life. Everyone, like, it's the most charitable crowd I've ever seen in my life too. They're laughing at any old slapstick thing. I come out second to last. Oh, could not have been a more silent room. Like,
Really?
Yeah, and I got
initially, or how far did they start?
I peaked.
Did you not pick them up at all? Or did you lose them?
I peaked at the start and lost them all.
Oh, so you did. So you started and they went.
It just went to shit. Like, it was. I'll blame it on myself because you simply can't blame the crowd. But because everyone else did mean acts. Like the guy that went after me crushed it. And so I was like, fuck, it was me.
Okay.
It was just like if someone recorded it in like such high quality, but you can't see the crowd in the video. Okay. And if you watch the recording, you're like, oh, that's not terrible. Like it wasn't a bad set. If you think there's 10 people in the crowd.
Oh, right. But if you think there's 100, because 100, 110-ish, rolls,
Yeah.
You're like, nah.
That was bad if you know there was 100 people there. Otherwise, it's just like Ding Dong Lounge was always grim. And I'm trying to think of, Because
worst one for me was our first Rotorua gig. And it was in this place that was, I think it doubled as an escape room. They used to do escape rooms, but it wasn't an escape. I don't think the room was. So we're in this downstairs little bar.
Yeah.
But where we were in the stage, they were in the like, so the audience is like at the corner here, and we're like at this corner. There was a huge pillar in the way of the crowd, and then a light bar at the top that had purple LEDs on it that basically was blinding you as you stood there. Anyway, I am emceeing this, and it didn't start well. It didn't go well at all. It was just really bad. And we had good comedians. We had Callum on. Yeah. We had me. I was on. There was and Shady was on. So we had some good comedians.
Yeah.
Nobody got anything.
Nah.
No Callum. Nobody. I actually came on at half time after the break, and I said, let's all hold hands, guys. I said, because and contact the living, because it's fucking dead in here, you know. And I was just trying to get them going, you know. Yeah. Nothing. And it was like then an hour and a half drive back from Rotorua trying to. Oh, Sandra was on it. Sandra as well. Yeah. So we're all in the car together.
Literally all the good ones.
We were all in the car together driving back, going. It was like first 5 minutes were just quiet. Oh, I think we're all processing, going, what's gone on here? And then we started talking and going, what was that about? It's like you're going, you've paid money and you've come out on a Thursday night in your own time to a pub and you sat there and go, not going to laugh. I go, did you read on the ticket that it said comedy night? I thought, have you come to something else? Yes. And it was just, but that hour and a half drive back was dreadful.
That is so fucking
so tragic. We never did that bar again.
How many like shows did you do with Wesley? Because did you do any shows that of his tour?
Not the tour as such, but I've done quite a few with Wesley. Yeah, I've done the Stratford and those ones, and I've been to some cool places. I've been to Pew Pew, I've been to Urunu. I've hit all the highlights of New Zealand. It's not bad, a rugby club in the backwater where we thought we were going to have to fight our way out because the tickets sold that much that they had to move it from the pub, and they got all pissed off at the pub and they weren't happy. And I'm like, fuck, this is getting, these were all like hairy ass fucking farmer guys, But that was all right.
Because that's crazy that he books venues and has to upgrade.
Yeah, so basically the pub said, we can sell double this. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Don't know. Then, the rugby club, if you want to use it, he went, okay.
Yeah. That's mental that he sells that many tickets.
The first gig I did with Resi, though, we sold 250, was the Fada pub.
Jeez.
And it was an outdoor venue.
Yeah.
And he bought some sound equipment, but he bought cheap sound equipment.
Yeah.
And they couldn't hear us past the halfway point.
Oh.
And I'm trying to MC, and they're like, "What? Can't hear you. What are you saying?" So, you know, if you're trying to tell a joke and they miss 2 or 3 words, it means nothing.
Yeah.
And they were getting rowdy.
Oh.
So we had to stop the gig.
Yeah.
And then we tried a different sound system, and that didn't work. And then we just battled it on.
Yeah.
He bought a new sound system straight after that.
Yes.
But it was...
'cause you wouldn't expect 250 people to buy
No.
tickets
No.
to a pub show.
It was Fada Fada. It's like that's the whole of Fada Fada.
This
That was the people.
guy has too many followers.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Did you
But
see
I'm
that?
happy with it because, you know, thank you, Wesley.
Yeah.
he lets me along, and I do get paid for some gigs, so I'm happy with that. But this one at the
really
end,
cool.
people will come up to us going, "Fucking terror! I was fucking shit. I couldn't hear a fucking thing." We're like, in fact, there was one comedian, and I won't tell their name, but they jumped over the fence at the back of the pub and ran off. And that's true. And because we looked round, even her partner couldn't find her. She ran away.
That's really fun.
So like, I just went, "I'm out," and I just got my ute and left.
Yeah, because doing an outside show sounds hard to start with.
Yeah.
Let alone they can't hear you.
No.
And there's 250. How would you fit 250 people at the Fodder Fodder pub?
Exactly.
That's-
But like that was the one that me and Wesley talked about going, "Remember that one?"
Because did you see the Invercargill show that he did?
Yeah.
That looked so cool. Just from TikTok videos about cows.
Yeah, I know. He hit the algorithm. He got it right.
Well, even then, it's like the audience is consistent.
They're his people.
And even then, that is most of the country.
Yeah.
Most of the country
But when he tries to do a town one, he doesn't get a lot of tickets sold.
Yeah.
But he goes to like buttfuck nowhere, and like hundreds of people turn up.
Because that's where they all are.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, their farm might be an hour away, but that's the closest town to his farm.
Yeah.
Like, he could go to bloody... I'm just thinking of like a really remote place, do a show at a station.
Well, look at our Keno pub. It's a pub in the middle of a gorge.
Yeah. It's... Where is Awakino?
Our Keno pub is
I
in...
definitely know where that is, but...
Yeah, so our Keno pub is the middle of nowhere. But like, I always feel overdressed when I wear like socks and shoes at Wesley's gigs. I'm the smartest guy in the room.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
It is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then like 50, 60 people turn up.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for the Wong and a Momina one show.
Yeah.
Down the Lost Highway.
Oh, that's the one in the 29th in December.
Is he
I'm
actually
going to
doing
one.
there?
I'm going to one in December, 29th of December. I can't remember where it is, but it's a few hours away.
Yeah.
But I always enjoy the gigs Wesley puts on. Well, because you get a big crowd.
Is he...
And I've got room to work with things.
Yeah, bro. Because is he... It's also funny that he's like, "Come to the show. I'm getting kind of good at this now."
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's like,
it's
that's
not
not
like
good.
he's doing a tour and getting people that comedians who've been doing this grinding for years and years are not getting.
Yeah. But also, like, even the people in Auckland, it's almost like they're waiting for the opportunities to be handed to them when they could be...
You're going to grab at some things sometimes.
Exactly. Like, how long's he been doing these videos for? Maybe give it 5 years?
Yeah.
And, yeah, he's just been...
And he actually stopped and started again because it's that mad guy, and then
Yeah.
he canned it all, and it's
That Mad Guy
that Mad
2.0.
Guy 2.0. So he basically started again.
Yeah.
And I think he's got like 60,000 followers, but he had some of these videos originally getting like 1.5 million views.
Yeah. Crazy. Because that's the same with old... what's his name? Cajun Brooking. Like, his videos are on the fucking source.
Yeah.
Like, they go hard.
And that, basically, if you think about marketing, years ago, you'd be putting posters up and handing flyers out and doing all that, whereas, like, he puts a video up and he puts a little clip about, "Oh, come to this gig," and 60,000 people see it.
Yeah, it's
So...
absolutely crazy, but it's also so accessible. Like, nothing is stopping us from doing the
No.
same thing. Hence, well, you know, you've
Just
been
have to
making
be funny.
Yeah.
One day, I will do it.
You've started at least. Like, you've posted
Oh,
something.
no, I have. I mean...
Because posting something's more than doing nothing.
So my posting, I was posting my comedy and I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
But I'm posting other things. I try and have a bit of a laugh with the other things that I do. So I'm an old man collecting vintage toys.
Yeah.
And I just look, Gen X Toy Hunter. So that's what I call myself, Gen X
Yeah.
Toy Hunter. And I just, if I go find some cool shit or some of the things in my own collection, and I'll talk about that and have a bit of a giggle and a laugh about it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what and I enjoy doing those. And I
that's
think
the main
you've got to
reason-
enjoy doing it.
Yes.
If you've done it, if you feel like this is a chore, what you're
Yeah.
doing, like the comedy,
Yeah.
you're not going to get anything out of it.
No.
Because this is easy.
That's what I like about this, is that it is easy and it does generate something that I can put on the internet.
Yeah, but this
And-
is easy. It's the editing that's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's why I like podcasts as well.
You'll
'cause
realise when you see this, we've been talking for 7 hours.
the editing of these, really easy. You just chop out the stuff at the top and you chop out the stuff at the end.
Yeah.
And boom, you've got...
But I'm editing for Insta and I'm trying to not, because you don't want too long.
Yeah.
Even though you can put long videos on,
Yeah.
people just,
Like Callum's his reel he made yesterday. Did you see it?
No.
Do you ever see his videos? Oh, some of them are pretty fucking good sometimes. His latest one, I think, is one of the best he's ever done, and it's just a little skit about a doctor and a patient, and the doctor's being a dickhead to the patient, and it's frankly fucking hilarious. It's so good, and I think it captured me more than any other video he's made. Because some of them, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just like, I of course I want to be supportive, like.
Oh, we all try and support our fellow comedians.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
And
yeah.
so I'm watching the whole thing to get like the view time up.
Yeah, you got to wait.
Yeah.
Don't try and skip it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take a shit and just put my phone down and let it play 3 times.
You do that with mine?
No,
You will.
I can't. Frankly, I've seen yours come up, and they just because when people put on the voice, because there is like the voice is like
Yeah.
the presenter voice on the videos, I cringe out too hard.
I don't think do I do that?
You definitely do a bit. You
Do
have
I?
to.
Oh, right.
You have to, because it's like, welcome to blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah. Gen X Toy Hunter, where your childhood treasures come back to life.
Exactly.
I try. What it is, I did Chat GPT trying to get a tag, and
Nice.
it came up with a few, and I tried them, and that one sounded okay.
Yeah.
And that was it.
But it's the presenter voice. Like when Shay made a couple of videos for Navarre Lounge, she did the same thing, presenter voice, and I had to mute it. I couldn't handle it.
Well, I don't know what to do now, whether to change it or not.
No,
I do it because it's a bit of a laugh, but also
It's-
it's an intro to me. This
No.
is me.
Exactly. That's the effort. Like when I do an intro to this, I forgot to do it. I was supposed to do it.
Intro and outro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just that like turning on, and it's like the officialness of like, oh,
Yeah.
you're a presenter now. It kind
Well-
because I know you, it cringes me
Yeah,
out.
fair enough. But the next one, it'll be quieter, only because it was like 5:20 in the morning. I'm outside and I went, this is Gen X Toy Hunter. And then I'm trying to not wake all the neighbours up, because they'll be like, what are you doing, you dick?
Yeah, because the last 3 podcasts I did do an intro for them straight away, and I was gonna do it, but you distracted me and we got into it too fast.
Welcome to the podcast with Flynn. I'm Paul. I'm the Gen X Toy Hunter plus Paul Chadwick comedian. This is Flynn, and how we go. Here you go.
Exactly.
You can edit that in.
Exactly. That's what I was going to write. Welcome to the Out of It podcast. Here's Paul Chadwick. You've met him. At this point, you have at least.
I don't think that'd be funny. Or he'd go, here we go. A middle throw. I don't. It's not in and out, is it?
Oh, there's a plenty successful enough podcast that does that.
So what's the length of your podcast? What do you feel?
Like-
Have you found what an optimum time?
55 minutes seems to be the best.
Okay,
But also, I like, because I don't know if you listen to many podcasts yourself, do you?
I do. I listen to heaps. I need to drive. I used to listen to podcasts all the time.
Exactly.
Lots of UK comedy podcasts,
Yeah.
and just sometimes this sort of thing, but lots of other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't frankly care about music too much.
No,
And so I'm always-
because people ask what do you listen to, and it's podcasts.
Literally. Yeah, like I'll listen to podcasts literally 8 hours a day easily. Yeah.
Well, I wonder
And
if you listen to some of the ones I listen. I've got like.
I don't listen to many English ones.
Oh, well, there's some good comedians on there. Like,
Yeah, I know there
You
are.
ever heard of Frankie Boyle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how can you understand that guy?
Oh, well, I'm English.
Yeah.
I lived there. I used to work with a guy in the prison who was Scottish, who moved over here the same time as me. And I'm working in the prison in New Zealand, okay?
Yeah.
And he would say something to the prisoner or even to other staff, and they'd look at me, and I had to interpret for this Scots guy.
Yeah.
And I went, why have I moved to New Zealand and I'm an interpreter for a Scottish guy? This is mad, because nobody could understand what he said.
No, literally. Well, even then, my nana, she's like 75, and she's like, oh, I want to go.
Mike's age.
Yeah. She also looks 10 times younger than Mike. She's like, oh yeah, I want to go back to Ireland of all places. Like, I only want to go back to Ireland, and it's just because she's like, they're just funny non-stop.
Yeah.
And she's,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like I watch with people I've lived with. you know, partners, and I've watched like other shows like from Scotland or Newcastle, and I've gone, did you understand what they said? Then they go, not a word.
Yeah, because I don't even know the different
Geordie,
things.
from someone from Newcastle.
Oh, it's the Geordie
it's like
shore.
it's like a hybrid English Scotland. It's like on that border.
Yep.
But they are quite difficult to understand. Somebody who's from Liverpool as well sometimes.
Yeah, because I know for Liverpool, that's the one everybody knows is
Yeah.
absolutely ununderstandable.
Well, it's like New Zealand. I didn't believe that was only. I think there's one and a bit. They said 2 accents because the North Island, they roll their R's in some places. It's 1.5 accents New Zealand has got.
Yeah.
England, I can go like to a pub from where I live, where I was born, 5 miles in each direction, and everybody sounds different.
Yeah.
And you'll go into the pub and you start talking. They go, "Oh, you're from Rochdale."
Yeah.
And you go, "Yep," because you can't hide it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows your accent.
But I guess there's that many people that it's...
Yeah.
They think those things just happen.
Yeah, and it's just like, I forget I've got an accent.
Yeah.
Over here in New Zealand.
Because is this Manchester where you got going on?
I'm from Rochdale, which is near Manchester.
Yeah.
But I forget I've got an accent living in New Zealand because I've been here 18 years.
Yeah.
Until somebody says something or looks at me and go like in the way like, I didn't understand what you said.
Yeah.
And I might have used an English colloquialism or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, sorry, you didn't get that.
Because that's the thing with Craig. That cunt doesn't sound like he's either
No, well,
Scottish or anything. He just
well-
doesn't say words properly.
Well, when I first met Craig, he was at the Navarra Lounge. Do you mean Craig Little?
Yes.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yes.
When I first met Craig and he was on stage, I thought he was doing a character.
Exactly.
And he was like, I'm talking like this, man. I thought he was from New York.
Yeah.
And I thought he was doing a character. And then he went to the bar, hey, can I have a pint of beer? And I went, oh shit, that's his voice.
Yeah.
And I ended up working with his dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in a New Zealand Post.
There you go.
But yeah, I actually thought he was doing a character voice. Because like some comedians have a persona and they do a certain persona on stage and that. And I thought, oh, he's got like a niche.
Yeah.
No.
No. Because even then, he'll point out, like, oh, yeah, Scottish that, Scotland this, Scotland that.
It's
like,
not Scottish.
No, it's whatever he's speaking, it's like, I reckon
No.
at least it's like half New
No,
Zealand, half
it's
Scottish, half
it's
too
Venusian.
much. Yeah.
It is not Scottish.
No, it's definitely
But no,
not.
he's a nice lad, but I can't understand him.
No, cannot understand him. Because he'll start telling me something, he's like really trying to make a point, and I'll just stop listening almost instantaneously because I missed a couple words. And he gets to the end, I was like, what was that? What did you mean by that?
Isn't it funny how we can take the piss out of his accent, but an Indian comedian, we wouldn't be allowed to? It's like, you know.
Well, even then, the two Indian comedians in
Well,
Tiara...
Sid puts on an Indian voice.
Yes, they both do, though.
No, Jason as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Jason turns it
Jason
off.
drops it. He does it
Yeah.
as a bit,
Yeah.
and then he not that we know his set, he does it as a bit, and then he drops it. Whereas the Sid
He just keeps
just
going.
does it, yeah.
Like
That's
the
it.
first couple times I saw Sid, I just thought that was the regular.
Yeah.
But then he showed up early and we were talking at the bar, and it's like, oh, you're talking to me normal.
But you've got to use what you've got.
Yes.
So I've got a big
Obviously.
loud voice. I'm booming. I use that. If I
Yeah.
tried to do the quiet, reserved, sit on a stool, grumpy type comedian,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd get away with it. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So I think what you've got, you have to use.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
Sid uses that. You know, you're a young fella, so you use that.
Yeah.
Your perspective on youth and you know all that sort of stuff.
And like Brent,
yeah.
he can't talk, so he says the most fucked up jokes out of anybody.
Yes. But Brent, do you know about the first time I met Brent?
No, well, how did that go?
So the first time I met Brent, I was MC.
Yeah, Brent has cerebral palsy and he can't
Yes.
talk.
Yeah, cerebral palsy. Brent, great guy. First time I met him, he was in the audience at a gig in Papamoor at Lux.
Yeah.
And he was sat in the front row, and I could see he had cerebral palsy just because of the way he was, you know, and you can just tell. And he had his carer with him, who comes with him, and he was sat there and he had the red leather jacket on and everything. And so I do the first half, and I'm ruminating things through my brain because my job as an MC, I take the piss out of people in the audience.
Yeah.
And I thought, why shouldn't I not do the same with him?
Yeah.
Because disability for me is treat everybody the same.
Literally.
So like I'm thinking, well, because other people are going, oh no, he can't do that. Don't say it. You know, yeah, he can't. He's got a disability. And I went, but if I treat him differently, isn't that wrong?
Literally.
So that's what I thought. I thought that's wrong. So surely I just treat him the same as I would everybody else.
Yeah.
So I came in the second half and I got all my nuts and I went, come on, I'm going to do it. So I'm chatting to the audience and I said, what's your name? And his carer said, he's called Brett. I said, thank you for coming and supporting live comedy. I appreciate you coming out, and I love what you did in the Michael Jackson Thriller video. Yeah. Right? And it went for a few seconds.
But that's not even about him having a disability.
No.
That's just about this red
And
jacket.
then he stood up and he started doing the Thriller dance.
Exactly.
And he was doing that, and it fucking went off.
Yeah, he's all game.
And, yeah. And that's before he ever did. That was his little touch of getting into stand-up.
Yeah.
So I could say I started it.
There
you know? And I spoke to him at the end. Well, obviously I spoke to him through his interpreter and through his phone.
Bro, never seen a thumb move faster in my life.
And he said, oh, that was brilliant. I loved it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, I said it was a bit of a risk. He goes, no. I loved it. And his carer said, he was over the moon that you did that.
Yeah.
So that made me feel good because I think, yeah, I'm not treating anyone differently. If I decided, oh no, I'm not gonna do that to you, then surely that's the wrong thing. And I know it was a risk because that could have been my last gig.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That could have been it. But I thought, you know what? No, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, and it worked out really well. And I wasn't nasty to him.
Yeah.
I just thought of a twist on a joke, and it worked.
Yeah, no, that's good. What's good? I went to see Luke Kidgel at Claudelands, and there was an accessibility row way at the front, like front of the front row. And he's talking to the people there because obviously, you know, you do the thing. And especially him, he's crowd work of all crowd work. And he's talking to these people and they're like, oh no, we're not disabled. We got these tickets off the disabled person because they couldn't make it. And then it was like fair game. It's like, oh, you guys are terrible people. No, but that was the joke. And the whole time he's like, okay, if you guys have got this,
That's brilliant.
You'll be going to be getting some.
Yeah.
For sure. But even then they would like.
Well, it's like Mike, he's got, you know, like a child with disabilities, and he talks about it, and, you know, because he's got the ticket he can because he's got a child with the disabilities. But like, I think it's from comedy, like people are a bit scared to tell jokes of certain things sometimes.
Yeah.
But one, it's got to be funny.
Oh, exactly.
Okay.
If it doesn't get a laugh, tell me it's the most racist thing ever. Because
That's
you're
the
right.
first thing. It's got to be funny. Secondly, it can't be nasty.
Yeah.
So you're not trying to be nasty to someone. I've seen some crowd work comedians, and I thought, all you're doing is just being rude to people.
Yes.
You know, I'm rude. I'm really rude to people, but I make a joke. I'm trying to be funny with it. I'm not just being nasty.
Yeah.
And you've got to then, you've also got to make it so it's not targeted at an individual. It's just a generic thing,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
But I think it might be turning, I don't know, but we're a bit afraid of saying certain things and certain jokes. But
Because, like, with the disability stuff, like, Shane Gillis, he's the king of making Down syndrome jokes. But he glorifies the Down syndrome, then takes the piss out of the niches of it. And it's like, oh, sweet, that's how you do it.
it's like Craig. I gave him the joke, and I said, use this as a when you finish off because it works really well. And if you don't, and I'm emceeing, I will.
Yes.
I told him. I said, because I will use it.
I got the best video of you doing that. I don't know why I was recording. Oh, maybe because I was right after, so I got the recording going. And you came up and you're like, yeah, that was Craig, and he's fucking, this is his
I said, yeah, I said,
Make-A-Wish.
this was his Make-A-Wish, you know, and it was just, because I said, use that. I said, because that's a brilliant joke to end with. You're ending on a punch, you know.
And just as you say that, he walks into frame and of the camera, and his face just goes.
And that's because he's forgot to do it.
Well, even then, he's just like.
Sorry.
Nah, of course, he's disappointed in himself for like, come on now, it was low-hanging fruit he could have used, but yeah, it was just funny.
Well,
really
another
good angle.
comedian as well, and he always talks about, oh, my kids, and you know, I'm benefiting, it's tough, and this, that, and the other. And I always say, well, I say, you know, he could have gone on longer there, but it affects his wins benefits. You know? So that's what I was saying, again, as the MC, I like to try and make a joke, if I can, about each comedian. I listen to the set, and I'll go, oh, I'll try and pluck a bit out from that and just tag it on or
Because
whatever.
even then, that's just a fun thing to practice. Like you can do that and hit a dud, and it's like, who cares? The next guy's coming on.
Try it.
But sometimes if it goes well, it's like, oh, sweet, I'm actually kind of good at this.
Yeah, try it. But no, but going back to being scared to make certain jokes, what do you feel?
Oh, I mean, it's just, you figure out pretty fast that punching down never works. And then...
Unless they're really short. then it's difficult to punch.
Literally...
Then it's difficult not to punch down, isn't it?
That's the one joke I have about punching down that actually works. It's about short guys. Yeah, but realistically, I'm never talking about anything that isn't like a personal thing. And so it's like, sweet, you can tell me not to say that joke, but it literally happened.
Have you had that?
I've had one guy be like, "You can't talk about
Do
this."
you know what joke it was?
Oh yeah, it was just about how in year 10 I thought I was gay for a bit.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You can't talk about that," but he was just a grumpy fat guy, so who cares?
I get people a couple of people have been upset about talking about my ex-wife.
Well, who cares?
But it's my ex-wife, and it's true.
Yeah, your ex-wife jokes are
it's
good.
my ex-wife joke. But like people go, "Oh, you can't say that," because it might be talking about like I think it was when I said, "Oh, she was BBW," and they go, "Oh," and I go, "Yeah, best before wedding." But it's a good joke.
That's a prime time joke.
It's a good joke. But like people are, "Oh, he talking about weight and his ex-wife," and thinking, but it's personal to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm okay to do it.
Also,
I've got allowed to do it.
Even then, that's a good joke.
When I came up with that one, you know when you come up with a joke sometimes, you go, "Oh, that's too good. Somebody's done it."
Literally.
You ever done that?
Yes. Well, even then, it was like, I just thought that instantaneously when you said that. I was like,
I thought somebody's done this, and I asked,
Yeah.
I've done this. I ask around, and I go, "Can I ask you? Have you heard this?" And they go, "No." And I went, "Okay." And I asked a few people. They go, "No, well, okay, it's mine then."
yeah.
I'm claiming it then.
Literally.
And I did that with a couple of jokes, and I've gone, "Have you heard about? Has anyone ever done this one?"
Yeah.
Because it's the worst thing in the world. Because like, okay, one thing that annoys me about we're doing stand up, and then you get somebody in another pub, a band who can do a load of covers from a different
Yeah.
guy. They're like AC/BC, right? And they're next door, and they can do all the covers of AC/DC, and everyone's like, "Oh, brilliant! Oh, yeah."
Yeah.
You can't come along and do like Jimmy Carr's sets.
No.
They go, "What are you fucking doing there, mate?
Literally.
You've got somebody else's jokes. You can't do that."
Yeah. Because even then, me and Dad, ages ago, were coming up with some, like, specific, like, just knock-knock jokes, blah, blah, blah. And then he just sent me a reel the other day, a pretty recent one, of, like, those drink or laugh jokes or whatever. And it was the knock-knock joke. It was like, oh, fuck. Like, it was a pretty basic thing to come up with. Like, definitely wasn't hard for them to also come up with. But I was like, oh, shit, they did that's literally word for word the exact same fucking joke.
Trying to come up with, it's like when musicians get taken to court because somebody says, "Oh, that sounds a lot like this track."
Yeah.
You know, I think as a comedian, I think, has every joke been written?
Yeah.
Is every joke already been done?
Yeah.
And you're doing somebody else's from Iraq?
Yeah.
Or like, Venezuela, and there's a comedian there, and because I don't know, because like it's difficult. Trying to think of unique material constantly. Yeah. It's not easy.
Hell no. Yeah.
What's your process?
Just writing. You just write for the rubbish bin. You just write and write. And
Every
write.
every good comedian I know has multiple notebooks, like I do as well.
Yeah, I like that.
I know. Or I might be driving along, and I might go, "Hey Siri," blah, 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 and I'll go, "Make a note."
Yeah.
Because and it might just be 4 or 5 words, and then I'll go, okay, I'll revisit it, and I'll go, oh yeah, I remember that now. I'll flesh that out. I'll have a look at it.
Yeah, because I like it too. It makes me. I have a bookshelf now
Oh, right.
with all the.
I need to, because
full
mine are all
notebooks.
over the place.
Yeah, I like it, and I chuck a date on them, and then it's like, sweet, this one's from that date to that
Oh,
date.
cool,
And then
that's
the
good.
next one, that date to that date.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, like, because I handwrite them like you do.
Yeah, I like that.
I know some comedians have written them in the phones or laptops and all that.
Yeah,
but I
you
don't
see
know.
CJ, he's very organised on the notes
But
app.
I feel for me, I remember it more if I'm writing it out.
And also, I feel more connected to it.
Yes.
And also, I get distracted by screens. So-
Have you ever done like workshops with people?
No, I want to.
I've done one.
Clearly haven't.
I want to do more because it does work. At first, I was hesitant, and I'm like, oh, because one thing I was thinking, oh, I don't want to give all these guys good jokes.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Because I do that. I actually do that. I see some people's sets, and I go, the one at the end.
Try this.
What to try it like this? Yeah. Like I think Jason's one.
Yeah.
I talked about, what about if you say that, either you've never paid for a meal for 6 months because you go and pick up all the Uber orders.
Yeah. Oh, you gave him that
Yeah,
one. I remember that
tag
one.
bit, yeah.
Fuck, that's
and he
a
went,
good one.
oh, fuck, that's good.
Yeah.
I said, no, it just came in my head. And I said, give it a go. And he did.
Yeah.
Because he's got 2 or 3 of the similar. And I said, and I went, try that one. I said, because that's stereotype. And I said, but I always say that I only know anyone who owns a Prius is an Uber driver.
Yeah.
It's like, I met with somebody who had a Prius and he wasn't an Uber driver. And I go, you're weird.
Yeah.
Why have you got a Prius?
Yeah.
But no, the thing about helping other comedians, what do you feel about that?
You're still flexing your own muscles.
Yes.
So who cares? And even then, like you hear, like Mark Norman and Sam Morrell, like and Joe List, they're all like friends and whatnot, and you always hear them talking about it on podcasts. I gave him this line, he gave me that line.
And do you feel that? Would you feel, because like some comedians might feel, oh, are you saying that my stuff wasn't funny and take offense by it?
Yeah.
Or I think you should be open to it. If somebody does it to me, I'll go, I'll give it a go, thanks.
Literally. Yeah.
Nobody has. Please help me. No, but like, I'm happy to do it because if I see a funny, I'll go, and I'm not trying to go, oh, mine's better than yours.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go, why don't you try another? Because you get a joke and you tag and it just rolls.
Yeah, it's the second perspective though, because like when I first started trying to write jokes, impossible by myself. The first like million jokes I came up with I could only come up with any half decent joke with Dad. Like if without him, it would have just been like 10 times worse. And then now I feel like I can actually kind of do it kind of independently. But also it's anytime there's another perspective and they just be like, oh, what about this? It's like, I was never going to think about that.
I know, and I've gone like that and they've gone, I didn't even think about that. I said, no, I was just sat there and it just came in my head. Because as a comic, you're always, I don't know, I find you do, it's like in conversations, you'll find a funny and you'll say it, because that's just the way we are.
Well, even then I was just thinking like, if you're on a track of like, I just want to go forward, constantly thinking, how do I move forward? Like if you're digging a hole in a cave, blah, 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 all you're thinking about going forward. If someone else comes up behind you, they're not as focused about going forward. They're like, oh, what's this on the wall?
Yeah, quicker if you go that way,
Yeah, literally.
But like, so I don't, I enjoy doing that. So the workshop wise, I think that's what people do. Because you start writing a joke, or you tell a joke and they go, oh, okay. I don't think that works that way. What about that? Because everyone's different perspective on it. Like, like I could be looking at, if you're looking at something going on over here and I'm looking for a different direction, we've both got different viewpoints about what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good to get that different viewpoint.
Exactly. And then that's what I like about this as well. It's forced me to go talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And whether we're coming up with ideas or even just talking about possibly setting a time for coming up with ideas. It's like, oh, sweet, now it's in the ether because we never talked about it before.
The Hamilton comedians need to get together and, I'm happy for people to come here. Just get on, an hour, just have a coffee, sit down and go, all right, what are you working? It could be, what are you working on? What are you stuck on? And I might have 3 or 4 little bits that I think I've just found. I think this might be funny. What can I do with it? Or
even then, once I wrote a joke, and it was like the one political joke that I thought was half decent, but I hate political jokes, so I was like, stuff it. I don't want this. So I was like, Shay does plenty of them, so I was like, do you want this? She hasn't used it, but I don't even think I've actually done that. I think I just did that in my head. Either way, I thought she could use this whole joke. I don't want it.
But then I think it's also good just to chat to other people as well. Because
Literally.
Comedians are damaged people. It's like, do you ever play like disability spectrum bingo with the comedians on stage? Oh yeah, you should get your little card out, and you can tick off. Oh, he's mentioned ADHD. Okay, somebody's autistic. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And you go, oh, bingo. Because it's
it is really good. You're bang on, 100%. It's like, I'm depressed, I'm this, my parents.
But they're open about it, yeah. I'm really fucked off though with my parents.
Your parents?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had a wonderful childhood, so I've got no material.
Tell me about it.
I have a wonderful childhood, no trauma, no issues, looked after and loved all my time as a child. Fucking terrible for comedy.
I know, the more I do this, the more people I'm talking to that just have the roughest lives I've ever heard of. And it's like, I cannot relate in the slightest. What the fuck?
But I have been divorced twice.
Legend.
So I've been divorced twice. I was a single parent, so I have that. But because some comedians talk about the childhood, and I've got nothing because it was wonderful. But then again, I could lie because we don't have to tell the truth.
No.
It's like when people sometimes go, I talk about when my ball's not working. I said, when you get older and your cock doesn't work. Yeah. A lady came up to me at the end of a show and she goes, oh, I'm really sorry to hear about that. I went, I'm not therapy. Yeah. I'm not a therapy session and telling you what's happening. These are jokes, I didn't want to prove it, but it was just like she was very sympathetic that I had this issue that I was sharing with everybody else. And that's the other thing. Don't take offense. None of it's true.
Yeah.
We make it up.
Yeah.
I know people who talk about this, and they go, I ain't even got kids, and they talk about that. Could you do that? Do you talk about things that, or are you more about what's happened and what real, or do you?
I just can't even. No, everything I'm talking about. I mean, I wrote some jokes about like working at the supermarket, which were pretty shit, and they were all pretty exaggerated and untrue. They were kind of just like, what can I get away with?
But it has to be exaggerated. So you find a funny in something true, and then you've got to embellish it.
Yes.
So that's what it is. You can't just tell a story like some people do, and you go, well, it's not funny. You need to make it funny. All right, you've told the story. What's the funny bit?
Yeah.
So you've got to embellish it, you know, and that's the idea.
Exactly. Like, you make yourself look stupid. Like, just one joke was like, I just portrayed that I was dumber than I was. And so I can make a slapstick joke about something else.
Well, it's like being an illusionist. It's misdirection.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you take people, it's like that, you know, the steps of a joke. You know, you're taking people down a certain route, and then you go, I'm not going over there, I'm over here.
Yeah.
And they go, fuck, we're over there. You know, and that's what the funny is, you know, because they're all expecting this, and all of a sudden it's this, and you go, oh, fuck.
Outdone myself.
Yeah, so that's, you know, that's how it should be. But, like, I think that I do try and do a lot about me. I take the piss out of myself.
Yeah, it's always just right what you know.
Yeah, take the piss, because it's easier that way.
Yes.
I also like the crowd work, like I've said, but I also like, I read the news and I find shit in there, like that true story last week with the guy with 2 parrots down the front of his trousers. That was true. You know, I mean, it makes some funny out of it, but that actually happened.
Yeah.
And it actually happened about the guy who was on, what did he call now? OnlyFans, he says. What's that called? I don't know. OnlyFans. And he, like, subscribed, and this girl was doing all this stuff, and he realised, he saw, like, wait a minute, that birthmark and that, but he's actually his daughter.
Oh,
and that was true.
Graham. That is true.
So I like reading. I like reading the news, and I scan it, and if I find something, I go, "Oh, I'm going to talk about that."
Yeah. Bloody Craig again. He was telling me, I love writing topical jokes, but you can never. No one understands them because no one pays attention. It's like you have to set it up right.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I hate setting up. Setting up's the worst. It's like, well, if you don't set up, it's simply not going to work, bro. What are you expecting? No one's reading your mind.
They're not. You can't take them down a different route when they've not even gone down that one.
Yeah.
But go and talking to Craig. Craig's unique, okay?
Oh, extremely.
Craig's unique. So I remember I was MC, and there was all 10-minute sets, and we were at Cambridge Movie Theatre.
Yep.
So I introduced Craig, and he's on. I thought, I'm going to nip to the bathroom.
Yep.
So I went to the bathroom, and then I'm in the bathroom, and I heard him say, it's 3 minutes in, and I'll hand you back to your MC. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Something went terribly wrong.
So, like, he just decided to go, nah, that'll do. I'm out. 3 minutes. He had a bit of a spate of really short sets, and we had to say to him, have you got at least 6 minutes, man? We need, you know.
Yeah, come on,
Which
man.
I find the other way difficult, going to the classic and trying to just give 6 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the if you're not going to Auckland often, there's way more opportunities for longer sets. And I'll be talking to Auckland comedians about doing paid shows, doing longer sets, and they're like, I can't believe what's coming out of your mouth. And it's like, look around, leave Auckland. You're not
true. It's true. There are for some reason
effort.
it's 6 minutes everywhere, and that they said, yeah, you said they've come down. They see me just rattle on for 20 minutes, and they go, "How can you do that?" And you go, "What? We only do 6 minutes, and we're lucky if we can get 6."
Even when I go to Auckland, every single time, almost every single time, I'm sitting there and someone's like, "Oh, have you moved to Auckland?" It's like, no, it's a 50-minute drive. It wasn't hard.
Yeah. But I need to get to what. But that's the other thing I need to get over as well is the 6 minute sets because I really need to nail it down because I did get played off at the classic.
That is always the funniest thing that ever happens.
In the raw.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the crowd was raw. At the end, I had people come up to go, "What was the tagline for that joke?" They wanted to hear what the bit is I couldn't say.
No self-control.
But I totally just
couldn't stop it.
The moment was great, and I had them in the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
And obviously didn't get through because I got played off.
Yeah, it's so funny when people get played off because it's always oblivious old people. And
Thanks.
yeah, well, to a point, as you just said, you were oblivious to the time.
No, I was just having a good.
Clearly.
Like I said to the start, if I'm not going to have fun, I'm not going to do it.
Yes.
I was having fun.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like you are in that space of like. Of wonder and like, oh yes, this is so good, but why no other cares in the world until you can't.
So the MC was Craig, not Craig Little, Craig.
Craig Westenberg.
Yep, so the only two times I've done classic, the other MC was Dave Stewart.
Yeah,
and I gigged with Dave Stewart a couple of times at different places.
He was always keen to come down to. He was always keen to come down to.
And I'm coming on my first time with the classic, and he forgot who I was. He's introducing me and he goes, and the next comedian I cannot remember at all. I forgot to look at my paper and I peer down at the bottom like that, at the bottom of the steps.
Yeah.
And he looks around and he goes, and I know him as well. Fuck. It's Paul Chadwick. And that was my first time on the stage. I went, thank you very much.
Yeah, classy.
It's nice to be known.
Well, at least he didn't forget who you were.
No,
he just
no.
forgot who was up.
It was a different sort of.
You did that
true
the other day.
True that, yeah. True that.
Yeah.
Also, I've said there's a reason why Brett won't be able to do the classic Raw. He'll never get them upstairs in time.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was
They are tight. They are tight little steep stairs, aren't they?
intimidating as hell.
Oh,
standing
fuck
at
yeah.
the top of them. Holy
Also,
shit.
do you feel like how far down can I go before? Because can they see my feet? Am I? They're going to see what's coming on? I don't know.
I've done it plenty enough times where it's like, sweet, I'll walk down, wait at the bottom.
Right, because I've only done
at
it
the top.
twice. I think three, maybe no, twice.
Yeah, no, I've done it plenty. I
So-
once I started doing once.
I need to go maybe monthly, honestly.
Because that's how often. Like I try to do it as often as possible.
Okay, I'm going to go up at least monthly
Yeah.
to the classic and the red bar.
Red bar is harder to get on than the classic.
Yeah. They normally, well, it depends who was running them before, but every time they've asked, they've gone, yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, exactly.
I think for them, though, there's certain comedians, if they go, and I'm not being big-headed, but I do go do well, that they'll go, yeah, go on, you go on.
Because they clearly, the likes of Tim and Jesse, they're always getting spots at red bar, and I'm frankly kind of shocked. I was like, wow, that's crazy. How do you manage that? I don't know if they're like texting them personally, being like, "Yo, can I grab a spot?" or like on the Facebook thing, ticking the boxes.
But it was used to be Matt Coombe and that, and Hamish that was running it. Yeah.
Yeah, like because
I don't know who runs it now.
It's Craig.
Oh, it's Craig Westenberg.
Yeah.
I know Craig. I supported them when him and Coombs did tour.
Yeah,
I did a couple of gigs with them.
I wanted to see that, but the one time he came was going to come to Hamilton.
So
or
I couldn't do Navara Lounge because I wasn't allowed in. But I did Pukekohe.
Oh, cool.
And I did Cambridge for him.
Whereabouts did they do the show at Pukekohe?
I can't remember the bar. It was a pub right in the middle of town. Ed Street Bar.
Oh, cool.
Ed Street Bar.
Because what's cool with those Bitter and Twisted guys on the Saturday with Wesley, I was with them in Waiuku
Oh yeah.
doing a show at this at the old pub there, one of the oldest ones in the country or something like that, and that was. I don't know, it was a cool venue. There was a crowd. It wasn't the best show by any means, but it was still fun nonetheless.
It was funny when we did Cambridge because like I'd done Cambridge a lot then.
Yeah.
And they came, and I was supporting them, and loads of people in the crowd were coming. Oh God, you're here! Oh, we've been before. And Craig was like, "Fuck, they come to see you. I come to see us."
Yeah.
And I went, "Well, this is my tale. I do this my regular gig.
Yeah.
So I did my 10 minutes. And that opened up for them. It went really well, but that was good for them. Yeah.
Because did you hear about how the Otago little tour went with
Jim and
CJ
Mike
and stuff?
I know that Jim was well for one of them.
Yeah,
apparently, yeah.
Jim was there. Jimmy P and
Ryan Smigalski, which that's why I say his name because I learned to say it. Smigalski. Yeah.
And what was the other lady's name? The American lady in Tauranga?
Kathy.
Yeah. Yeah, they all went down there and they did a little tour, and apparently they went great guns, and they made enough money to pay for everything but the plane tickets.
Oh, that's good.
And that's sick. And it's like, come on now. And then they also got a local chick to open up.
Yeah,
for
you
them
do
and
that sometimes and try and find somebody who, and it's giving them some exposure to a larger gig than they would have. Like we had a guy, Wesley had a guy do 5 minutes at the start of the gig that we did in Stratford.
Yeah.
It was a race course? No, it wasn't Stratford. Palmerston North. What a shithole. It was Palmerston North. There's a race course there, and he was like, "Shit, I'm used to doing like 6 people in a pub, and there was 100 people," and he was like, "Fuck."
Because Callum was the one that told me. He's like, "Yeah, Palmy's mean. Like, go to Palmerston North. The shows there are sick." So I went down to do one, and it was at a restaurant where people were just having dinner and didn't want a bar of it, and the only audience that came were the 5 people I knew in Fielding, and they paid $1 to come.
But the place itself is fucking shithole.
Exactly, that's what I always thought.
It's like, I don't like Palmerston North. Sorry, people. I hate Palmerston North. You Plymouth.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because we would go to Fielding all the time, because that's where Dad's best mate was.
Oh, right. So you, for family-wise, yeah.
Yeah, and so I like Fielding. Fielding's sick. And then it was always like, Palmerston North. What's this worth? And then you hear it's the other way around where they bag on Fielding. It's like,
well, when we did the gig at Palmer, we couldn't just, because I went down with my partner, stayed over, and I couldn't just shoot off because it was, we were doing a gig the night after somewhere else.
Oh,
so we had to hang around because we were doing a gig in the night time at the other, I can't remember what it was now. That was the rugby club one.
Oh, yeah.
The one that we ended up from moving from the pub to the rugby club.
So you couldn't shoot off straight
Couldn't
after
just go, right, I'm off now, go, let's get out of here. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's wait.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot to do.
No.
No.
Because even then, it sounds like the people that I know live in Fielding, they're like, yeah, Palmy's just, that's boring.
We went to the mall to have a nice quiet coffee. A fucking marching band comes through.
What the hell?
And it's like, what? Fucking shut up!
Yeah.
I know I'm loud, but they were they were way louder than me.
Because, yeah, they all had the same complaints that we have about Hamilton, except it's a smaller town, so it's clearly just a shittier Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even then, Hamilton's not terrible.
It's okay.
I see the more I go to Auckland, the more I see the allure of the bigger cities.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Me and my girlfriend went to Melbourne, and that was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. How many people are here?
I'm not surprised you've been to Melbourne. I'm surprised you got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, like Palmerston North's a shit. So Auckland, I like Auckland because there's always something to do. You know, there's something happening somewhere.
And even Wellington's interesting.
But when all the you want to see, I've seen quite a few comedians. They do come to Hamilton because we've got Claudelands Theatre, so they like that.
Yeah.
But some's just go to Auckland.
Yes.
So you've got to make your way up there anyway.
Well, even then, I think it's like the markets, like the businessy side of it. Because even Guy Montgomery, the next tour he's doing, all of the previous one, he literally did every other town other than Hamilton, simply because of like the venue size he was preferring we didn't specifically have, and then therefore like the market of like people that he's going to sell to is obviously wasn't there to do a bigger one, and a smaller one wasn't worth it, blah blah blah.
I've seen
blah.
people at Clarence Street Theatre. It was oh god, who was it? It was, I can't think of his name now. Guy Henwood and somebody else. There was two of them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And this is years ago.
Clearly, yeah.
Years and years and years ago, and that was at Clarence Street.
That's pretty cool that they were able to do that.
Yeah. And then obviously the UK comedians and that I've seen at Claudelands, that was Jimmy Carr.
Oh yeah, he would have done the entirety of Claudelands too. That would have been like the big.
Yeah, he was in the big room.
Yeah.
Russell Howard was in the smaller room. That was really good.
The Heffy one.
Yeah, that was really good. Heffy one. And a while ago, Eddie Izzard.
Yep.
So he was really good, and not English, but Chopper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What size of one did?
I think he did the Heathy one. Yeah.
He did. Oh, so he did.
I was in the front row,
and
he was ripping into me, and Mike was sat next to me, and Mike was really pissed off because he didn't talk to him.
Bro, he gets jealous.
I know. I went, Mike, I didn't do anything. I just sat here.
Yeah. At the best of times, he can be the biggest sulk.
But no, that was so. I enjoyed watching comedy as well.
Yeah.
So, but I think you when I started doing comedy, I watch it in a different aspect now.
Yes.
I appreciate the
performance
and the technique and all stuff. I went, oh, cool, I like how we did that. Oh,
yeah.
Good. As well as the funny and the joke.
Yeah.
I learn something sometimes.
Yes, definitely. Like, I don't know about you, but like the more I've done it now, I don't want to sit in the front row anymore. Because even then, it's like I'm more examining than I am listening, waiting to laugh.
Yeah.
Like I went to see Joe Damon at in the Heffy room, and I bought front row tickets for me and my brother, yada yada yada. And then I felt guilty that I wasn't laughing as hard as everybody else, and I was taking up this front row space. And so obviously he would have noticed me not
engaging. Yeah.
Yeah, and like obviously he didn't make it obvious, but we all know how it goes. You notice the people that aren't laughing.
I mean, I go to the front row mainly because leg room.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, like I say, Paul Smith went to see him in Auckland as well. Mm-hmm. Mike actually bought me the ticket for that.
Where did he perform? Did he go Spark Arena?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Yeah. Disappointing for me about Navarra is I started there. I wish I could go back and let them see what I'm doing now.
Literally. And even then it's like, cool, what happens if you sell out this room?
But not just selling out, just doing the open mic. I'd like them to see, oh my God, look at what, like how I've evolved, because I know I have.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great to go up there. I'd love to MC that place.
How grim is it walking past Last Laugh and everything's still in there?
I know.
That is...
Especially the sign that he had made that's as big as a shirt button. Fucking hell, no wonder nobody saw it.
Literally. Yeah.
I said, you've got windows here. I said, why haven't you got those big stickers in the windows, mate? Saying,
and I see people trying to scan the QR code too every now and again. It's like, oh no.
No.
Because it was such a cool...
Mike had the opportunity to buy it and then didn't.
I wouldn't have.
But I said, if you want to do comedy regular, yes. If you're buying it as a business, no.
No, that ain't a business.
It's not a business. It's more of just a hobby.
Yeah, like I liked I liked what Joseph was telling me, and he's like, yeah, when he went to producing shows, he's like, he could only produce his. You couldn't produce and perform.
So,
But then he found just as much pride in producing a good show as he did performing.
So when me and Tom were doing, and then Tom went away for a month to America, and I was producing them. So I used to organise the comics, sort the venues out, wrangle the comedians in, and MC the shows, bring all the equipment along, and doing everything. It was fucking knackering.
Yeah.
It was burning me out.
Yeah.
You know, so then I did that for a good while. Like with Mike, when we were doing the gigs with Mike, you know, I did a lot of the, not the admin stuff, but all, you know, the organisation and doing all the lineups and all that. And it does. And people get pissed off and this, that, and the other because, well, we've got 12 people. We can't have any more. In fact, that's too many comedians.
Yeah, why
you know?
you, not me?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Or then they go, oh, I don't really, how many people are coming?
Yeah.
You get asked that. So like, how many times, like, how many tickets have you sold? Because they know what they're going to say. If you go 5, they go, I'm not coming then.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
and that happens a lot.
It's because, I mean, it is the expectation of everything's going to be given to you. Because every time you do a spot, it's like, oh, cool, like, they gave you the opportunity to do the thing. And so it's always that thing of like, when is someone going to give me more?
But also then, some people are like, oh, I'm not performing for 5 people.
Yeah.
I'm only coming if there's more than 20.
Exactly. And
it's not worth my time.
They get given so much, they think they're worth that. And it's like, oh, I'm not worth this. It's like, shut up, dickhead. You couldn't bloody...
Well, for instance, a lot of the Auckland people would say, fuck, we never get this opportunity up there. We never get to go in front of 50 people or 100 people.
Because they've got the competition of the actual professional comedians. Yeah. And it's like, no wonder. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like every time they ask me, oh, why haven't I moved to Auckland? It's like, I get more opportunities in Hamilton.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm always in between Auckland, Tauranga, Hamilton. And so if you lived in Auckland and you did Hamilton and Tauranga, you're driving... It's just that much further to drive to Tauranga.
Of course it is. That's why they liked it when we used to do Pokakoe, because it was down the road.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's just 25 minutes down the road. Cool, I'll do that.
Like, for the Bitter and Twisted guys, I thought more Auckland comedians would be jamming, jumping on that, but only one did, and that was when it was in Waiuku.
Because it's close by.
Yeah. And it's like, it's almost like they're allergic to getting after it. And the amount of comedians that didn't take advantage of, like, that still don't take advantage of the bar lounge.
Well, they expect you to travel. You know, what do you mean we're travelling to you? You come to us.
Yeah, like even then, it's like, this is where the show's happening. Do you want to be on it or not? Like, even then, it's like, cool, we will give you the world. Are you going to show up? Like, I'd go to Napier tomorrow if there was a good show. Or even our show. The fact that I went all the way to Palmerston North for the shittest open mic of my life. I did it for free, was bummed out of my brains that I just wasted all this time doing this, even though...
I've got older and wiser though now, Flynn. I really have. I've got, fuck that.
Well, no, because in the end it wasn't bad, because to start with I did it for free. It was like, cool, whatever. Turned into a bit of an adventure, because I couldn't go... I had to go Napier ways, because I was on my motorbike.
6 hours, isn't it? Together.
Yeah, it was 6 hours. It was 6 hours to get there via Napier.
You went on your bike?
Yeah. That's why I didn't go straight through the desert road, because it was snowing.
Yeah, you go, fuck that.
And I was like, I'm not driving through
I won't get there.
Yeah. Nah, either way, I was keen for it. And then, even then, I went and met the Palmerston North comedians. Callum was there as well, so it's always keen to see him. And then they mentioned how I should talk to the Bitter and Twisted guys. And I was like, sweet. If I didn't...
So it worked?
Yes, everything worked out. And I got home and he's like, I got a message from the bro that organised. He's like, sweet, send us an invoice and I'll give you $100 for travel and MCing.
That's nice.
It's like, you can't believe you done this.
That's good.
I did it for free. And
but sometimes opportunities, you've got to take a risk to get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Like when I started doing this buying and selling shit, which I do now for a job, he told me 2 years ago, I'd have gone, fuck off. What's all that about?
Yeah.
I've met so many people. I've had so many opportunities. I've so much fun that I would never have done if I'd gone, I'll give it a go. Even
just doing the shows, doing comedy and stuff, it's like, yeah, cool, sweet. Like, the shows are fun. But also, it's an excuse to go do something. Otherwise, I'd be bored shitless at home. And it's like, who cares? Oh, yeah, I'll go to Auckland. I wasn't doing anything else today. Or if even like Tauranga's even further. It's like, sweet, what was I going to do tonight? Nothing.
I try and double up and do some other things, but I don't mind travelling either. But for instance, I've gone over to Tauranga more times than Auckland, and the more you mention it now, the fucking more stupid it sounds. Like, it's closer. And it's not over the Kaimai ice.
Yeah. Like, I drove all the way to Cumu the other day, and I was like humming and hawing because it was so much highway driving, and I was sweating in my car, and it was so long. And then I get there, and it's like, still closer than Tauranga.
Yeah. I will be doing more Auckland gigs after
Yeah.
this. I think the realization now, the penny's dropped.
Because even then, it's like apparently some happen in Whangarei. Even it's like, oh shit, do I need to go to Whangarei or Warkworth or shit like that?
The thing about getting on in Auckland though is because they've got their scene, and you're like, who are you?
Or
That's why they'll know you a little bit more now. You've got to go up and get.
That was
They've got to go up and get noticed a little bit, and they go, "Oh yeah, we know you, I know."
that was one of the fun things though. Is going to like the classic, and there's always more variety at the classic than any other show, I think. And so it's like a lot of the time you are the only outsider there.
Yeah, well, I know when I go up, I'm going to be the outside. Even though I know a lot of the Auckland comedians, I will be the outsider again at the
I
classic.
like that. It's always a fun little dynamic of like, I'll still be friendly and talk to everybody and like break the wall down, but it is always the thing of like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And then also one night we were there and it was on that night was me, Shay, Tim, and Jesse, and so there was 4 of us, a little gang, and I was like, yes, let's go. We've showed up. You guys are the outsiders now, even though it was like a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
But it was like,
Well, I've seen that as well. Like when the Tauranga crew go over together as well, don't they?
Yeah, it's like a little gang of us. So hey.
But I need to be okay to go up if it's just me or someone else.
Well, even then, I like going I like driving there by myself a lot, simply because I need to rehearse a lot. I know for a fact if I stutter a joke, flub a line, it's because I haven't rehearsed enough.
So you wanted to do an hour at some point, are you?
Hell yeah. I know I'm nowhere near that at the moment, but I know it's possible.
Yeah.
Because even then, like, I was talking to people and they're like, yeah, I went and watched a bunch of the fest shows last year, and most of them were pretty fucking average. And they were an hour, and it's like, oh, sweet, that's right. You're putting too much pressure
I've seen
on
some
yourself.
people who were semis, pros, whatever, struggle to get to an hour. In fact, they've got to 45 minutes and it's starting to tell, and they're going, right, guys, I think that's me.
Yeah.
Because I've got nothing else.
Yes. Well, even then, it's like the situation of when you first try it. I don't know about yourself, but I saw it on open mic and I was like, I can bare minimum do that bad. And so it's like, if you just take less pressure off yourself, it's like, sweet. The goal is do an hour of jokes. They don't have to be the best jokes, but you don't want to waste people's time or money.
It's easier now, but when you first start, you think, I can write 5 minutes of jokes, and you write your jokes out, and then 2 minutes in, you've finished them all, and you go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because you don't realise. Then I got told, breathe, wait for the laugh, wait for the funny. You don't, because when you first do it, you get nervous, and you go, right, okay, and I got to get off now.
Yeah. Like I like at one point my main goal was just pause as long as possible.
Yeah, and I had to tell myself to do it and go.
Yeah, same, 100%. And then, in the pauses, you got time to do other things. Like you can react to what you've just said. You can react to something else.
And give yourself time to think of something.
Yeah, think of something else. And then, so I ended up like making a couple offhanded facial expressions that got laughs. And then someone's like, I loved how you made that face. And I was like, oh, I didn't know I did that. I can put more effort into making other faces.
Yes. I've told some comedians about the pausing. I said, give people a chance to process the joke, find the funny, and then laugh at it.
Because also it's the thing of sitting in the silence. That's hard.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And also staring, like, not staring, but like interacting with the audience with just your face, like not looking down when you get slightly nervous.
I've seen, it was a pro comedian, but he's going to just, first bit when he goes on, just going to go, and it's like 10 seconds. Yeah. And they're fucking rolling around laughing. And he's not said a word.
Yeah. Yeah. Liam Lonergan does that
like,
all the time.
What the fuck? He's not said anything.
Literally. Yeah.
And then he's about to go, yeah. And then again, like, you know. So it's a thing. He's a purposeful thing.
I tried that once, except I didn't know what to do with it. And so I was just there in silence being like...
And they're like, you forgot your jokes. Have you got any jokes?
And then when I did start talking, I didn't have anything really to say.
You remember Tom? I'll tell Tom.
Yeah.
So Tom was trying to do a lot of crowd work, and then it wasn't going very well. And he went, okay, I don't know what to try next. And I'm at the back, and I went, why don't you try a joke?
Literally.
Then the crowd are rolling and go, oh, fucking. And he said to me afterwards, I said, I'm giving you, as heckling you, I'm giving you something to work with.
Yeah.
You know?
Because after seeing all of this shit night after night after night, it was just, please do a joke. It was not not crowd work. It's
Yeah,
not
but his crowd work
It's not good
was when he
crowd.
just got nasty with people and just started being abusive to
Yeah,
people. And I'm
exactly
like,
that.
Tom, this isn't funny.
It's like you're scaring everyone away.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. But no, when I used to heckle him, he used to tell me off. It's just funny to heckle you. Comedians can be cruel sometimes. That's all.
Yeah.
What time we got? I don't know how long we've been
Bro, I
talking.
think we've been ripping like an hour and a bit.
Oh, fucking hell.
Let alone the 10 minutes of good shit we got to cut out. Yeah, that's hour 25 minutes. That's been freaking mean.
Yeah.
Cheers for this.
No,
It's been
you're
really
all right,
good.
mate. Listen, thanks for doing it. I mean, I know I said, oh, you didn't do me.
Well, no,
Me? What about me?
Well, I was nervous to do you because I don't really know you that well, but this has been really good.
I know. And
I'm
I
excited to do
thought, yeah, I know Flynn, but I don't know Flynn.
Exactly. And now I'm
know what I
excited to do more stuff with you,
Cool.
frankly.
I'm happy.